What's it like being inside?
Another proper canoe club. This is unreal. Very nice. Daylight to sort the boat out before going out, or daylight in the lights. Yeah,
Welcome.
change rooms.
Welcome to Barking and Dagenham Canoe Club. Okay, so the boys said that I have a pump in their boat. Look, Claudia has a pump. And we've just ordered, well, she might be called Claudine, we'll have a bit of it, but we've ordered ourselves a Gemini Easy. And we've asked them to fit a pump, the same as this. So this is a twin pump. So every time Fee's foot moves, it brings water out of this teeny tiny hole here. And she'll show you the pipe work back here, complicated pipe work. So the boys said it's added weight in the boat. I actually would say that it is reducing weight from the boat every time you pick it up for a portage, because subject to you having a couple of litres of water in, that's a couple of kilos extra you've got to pick up. So for, I'm going to say 500 grams max worth of equipment, you could be saving yourself on the canal significantly. I will be honest and say I have had moments where pumps have stopped working during the race because of mud getting into them, and then I agree with the boys, it is a pointless waste of weight. But if you can keep your pump primed and keep it working, you will save yourself on every portage. And especially for us females, you know, our wrists are more susceptible, so anything we can do to protect ourselves during the race, especially when we're picking the boat up 77 or more times, I think is an absolute win. But you need to look after them. They're actually a sensitive piece of equipment. So yeah, we're team pump.
So it was Kat's birthday yesterday, and of course all K2 partners do. One gets a present.
What's this?
What's the message on it? Nothing?
To Kat, happy birthday, love from your K2 wife.
Yeah.
I know what this is. I've just worked it out. I don't know what she's trying to say. Here we go.
It's not about what you. It's about
yeah, here we are.
What it does for.
Sorry, team, terrible. Granger's active wash for all active wear. Here we go. I think this is because Fee's trying to say your kit stinks. Wash it better.
It's more about where we paddle.
Well, yeah, it is really stinky where we paddle. Stinky. Thanks, Fee.
And because it's Christmas, Santa came early.
Oh, it's the Cat and Gaz.
Well, you know, he's part of having to smell kit as well.
From your exercise wives. Is that what it says?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wash and repel 2-in-1 clothing. This is amazing.
What might you use that on?
Waterproof clothing.
So it's pretty good on the smocks, I reckon. I've already given it a try.
Does it work on the smokes?
Yeah.
Yeah, because mine is actually starting, I guess mine are a couple of years old, and I had noticed you get beading on yours, and Stuart was like, oh, it's so waterproof, and I was thinking, I don't think mine is anymore because I've worn it so much.
Now you can try that.
Yay!
Well, good morning. It's about 20 to 9, getting light now. It's starting to rain, so it must be time to train. I haven't got anybody to paddle with today due to various commitments, so I'm going to do some endurance work on the bike. I'm doing the vlog start now because probably my hands will be too cold to touch the camera when I get back, but we'll see how it goes. So hopefully get some good training in on the hills to the south of where I live, and see how it goes. Talk to you later. Well, here we are, endurance ride complete, tick VG, thank goodness for that. 3 hours and 12, just under 66 kilometres and just over 900 metres of climbing. So a good morning's work. The hills were hilly, the wind was windy. Luckily the rain, it petered out, almost brightened up, but basically it was just a bit of a dreek ride, as they say up in Scotland. Anyhow, more importantly, my bikes are friends with me again. The road bike which I went out on today, she performed well, although the engine was possibly a bit lacking. Just haven't ridden for 3 weeks now. The other bike, mountain bike, is talking to me again as well, because it got washed yesterday. Road bike will get washed either today or tomorrow. The other reason for going out today on the bike was tomorrow's forecast is absolutely appalling. High winds, so stick with something safe like the bike today, and catch up with Pete during the week for probably some more night paddling, because that's the only time we seem to get out. Anyway, that's it for now. See you all soon.
Okay, Wednesday the 18th of December, and that was our last paddle before the Christmas break.
That's my 2024.
Next time we paddle together, it will officially be the year of DW.
And going back towards summer as well.
Oh, thank goodness, because I tell you what, it is, even when we're like, oh, we'll meet in the middle of the day to get some daylight, and it's still either dark when we start or dark when we finish.
4:30 now and it's dark.
So, we've been on a real journey in the last 2 months, from changing boat from a fairly skinny one to a Zastera Easy, which we've ordered. So our own one will be coming. We're borrowing Andrew pens right now. Our own one will be coming in January. Thanks, Thomas, Zastera. So we've gone slightly more stable. We've been working on the boat running. So we did a lot of longer, slower paddles, making sure that Fee kind of understands what the grind feels like. And then this month, as we've got the boat running, we've moved to some threshold work and really kind of high pace. In fact, we were out with the Barking and Dagenham boys at the weekend, and that was Div 3 K2 pace. Fee doesn't know what that means, but that was quick. Hanging on to their wash. They were a couple of Div 2 boys, and we were clinging on for dear life. So the boat is running beautifully, and just now we've done 6 efforts. They were about 7 minutes long. I don't know, what were they like, just 1.5 kilometres, but with a portage in each one, because we're trying to get to the point where the boat's running really nice and we're portaging at pace to replicate the watersides, because that will be new for Fee. So waterside A, February, where I'm rubbish at this, but I think it's like 12 miles. It'll take us 2 hours something, and there are ridiculous, maybe 13 portages or something ridiculous, or 20 portages.
That'll test the hips.
So we're just building up. So that's a little bit on us, like what we've been doing in the last month, and we're going to take a break.
Water level is really, really high today, so we've got some low bridges to contend with. The first one coming up right now. Actually, getting under here might be a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's get back in. Yeah, we should be able to paddle under there. Too late. Yeah, we will just have to. You'll have to. I'll paddle right up to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do this. Yeah.
I was going.
So, high flow, very low bridges, with not a lot of distance between them to use. So today was an efforts-based training day, 12 3-minute efforts, 1 minute rest in between. And on the way back against the flowing wind, we stayed in the middle of the river to get maximum drag.
And we certainly did.
That was quite good work. A couple of low bridges,
yeah,
and some shitty portages to get out on. Anyway, that's us today.
Yeah. Friday the 10th of January. Stood here with Pete, obviously, and Paul Fielden, and we're on the banks of the Parrot. It was about 1.5 degrees on the in the car when we got here, and it feels there's a tiny little breeze which is just enough to chill the fingertips. So plan this morning is we're going to go upriver, hopefully up somewhere to around Hambridge and back down. So we're looking at between 9, 10 miles or so, depending on how cold it gets. I've got girly fingers. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, so we might get out after 2 yards. And maybe
Cat and Fee are going to be faster than we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So today we're all wearing our Vigobi V Coles because it warrants it. I'm going to see what this peak smock is like in the cold weather. A couple of us have got socks on, me and Pete. Paul is a traditionalist and he's actually naked. Might as well be.
Bare feet, no pogies, so he can suffer.
The
Yeah.
bank itself is it's dropped a little bit, so we've got a soft bank that hasn't really frozen hard. So we might film the get in because somebody might be going in.
Could be sliding.
Yeah,
Could be sliding
for a bit of entertainment. But without further ado, it's cold. Let's
Yeah,
get on the
let's get on
water
with
and warm up.
And here we have Pete struggling to get the straps back on post our paddle. Cold morning, chilly fingers. All went very well. Did 9 miles in the end. We scrubbed around the portage because we were running short of time. Pete needs to check his phone now to see if he's got to go to work or not. And depending on that is whether or not we get to visit the cafe. So
The cakes.
fingers crossed, yeah, cakes and coffee.
What you doing, Faye? Just remembering how to say, except I can't move my bum. So today we're supposed to be doing the Frank Lusmore race, but it's the river's been a little bit high, so it's been cancelled or postponed.
And a bit chilly, I think, was the mixture.
Yeah, and so us being us, we decided we're still going paddling, and so we are here in Marlow, not Harlow, as I accidentally said earlier, Marlow, and we are going to paddle down to Elmbridge. So this is a first for me, and Kat's going to show me the way. Hopefully, not get it wrong. Anyway, good for me to get a feel of some moving water in one of these wobbly boats for a change.
We're taking Stuart and Almir, the bad boys, Bucking and Dagenham. So they bought their big boat to generously give us a massive wash. So we're hopefully just going to get a nice little cruise down.
30 miles would feel like 15.
Yeah, I think it's about 20, I don't know, it's a bit less than 30 miles, but I reckon about 3.5 hours. Some of the lock cuts might be iced over, so we need to be prepared to get out and go for a bit of a run. These guys have got their proper running shoes on. And we've just got a little, but we'll be all right. Multiple layers. I've got 2 kegs, you've got 4
3
layers.
thermals, 1 keg, yep.
Which is luck.
Whoa, they're flying! Woo! We're back home, back after our longish paddle.
Yeah. Have what 44 kilometres?
Yeah, fast flowing river, so it went quite quickly actually.
Yeah, 3 hours 25-ish. We had 2 long portages around ice.
Yeah, quite a lot of running going on.
Oh, and there was one where we couldn't get back in at the normal getting because it was like a proper. I reckon you could have ice skated on it.
Yeah.
So we went into the weir stream and paddled off. Chertsey was quite fun. We saw the other crew paddle pretty fast to try and not get slammed into a boat. But
Oh yeah.
we styled it with
Yeah,
your white
yeah.
water skills.
Yes, exactly that. But yeah, it was fun. And then we had Lindsay, who's on the other side of the camera right now, helping us out.
Supporting.
So how was it being our support driver and feeding us?
It was good, yeah, good fun. I didn't realise how quickly time would go going from one stop out to the lock, back to the car, up to the next stop. So it felt pretty quick for me, and hopefully kept you guys fed and watered all right to get you through.
We were very well fueled. Thank
Yeah,
you
it was
very
perfect.
much. So now you've learned how to do it on the real thing when that comes along.
Yeah, just a little bit longer. for the real thing than that. Looking forward to it.
That was your first long one on the river. What are your takeaways for your build up to DW?
There's a lot of pretty houses on the side of town, so
Look at them not houses. It's like, no, that's just someone's boathouse.
yeah. No, I learned that like the process is all completely different to each other, and yeah, there's some where you have to just figure out where you're going in, depending on what the river level's obviously doing. That I was definitely starting to get chilly. I was okay. I was starting to get chilly towards the end, so Kat had the 2 jackets on. I had 1 jacket on, 3 thermals, and I know that was probably going to be alright for the length of time we were doing, but I know DW will be much longer, and I might want to.
And you've tested a
Have
double
to-
layer as well,
yeah,
haven't you?
so
So you
I did
you
2
know what you
jackets
do.
the other day, so and that was very nice and toasty. So I might be doing that come DW at some points.
But it means that like your nutrition, your like general fitness, you didn't have to learn too much about yourself. This is more like kit, etc. What I was surprised about was exactly that. We paddled for 3.5 hours. Our pace was really consistent. Everything was just chilled.
Yeah.
I'm like that. Wow. Okay. I'm looking forward to extending it now, like 4 or 5 hours, and seeing if we continue to just.
Yeah, right up to 20 hours.